Hello, I'm David Calsert, the Director of Curriculum Online.
Hello. I'd like to talk to you today about the curriculum development process that we're undergoing right now so that it's simpler for you to implement it and to do some of the early implementation that's possible. And so that's the whole point of this video that we'll try to keep as short as we possibly can. We're actually approaching curriculum design right now for online in a multi-tiered approach. And I'm going to talk mostly about the most aggressive level of that. But the other levels are all oriented towards moving us in that direction. So while your individual course may not see this year the most aggressive sort of reconstruction that we're doing or revisiting of the course, it will see probably at least some of the pieces that we're moving towards. Our goal is basically identified in the name, the WOW curriculum development. We want our students to be amazed at the courses. We want to create courses that the students would rather be involved in their course than watching Dancing with the Stars or the latest Glee episode or playing video games or whatever. We want them to be excited about being in the courses and being involved in the learning process together with their fellow students and with the instructors. We want to make it easier for the instructors to engage the students. So this means we want to have strong quality available in the content that's visually appealing and gets the students involved so that it just makes it very simple for the instructors to do. Very much like a dinner, you know, when you have something that your family doesn't like, you know, when I fix dinner and I fix something boring, you know, it's hard to get everybody there. But boy, those fresh chocolate chip cookies come out of the oven, and my family is there because that's something that they want. So we want to make it as easy as possible for the instructors to be able to engage the students with content appropriately. And then the Master Course Initiative that has been going on for some time and still needs some polishing. We want to fully implement that in our actual courses, and we want to do it more than just in the letter of the law. We want to do it with the spirit of what was intended by these master courses. So those are our main goals for doing all of this. Okay, so next I'd like to talk about how we create these courses. First of all, we don't want to just randomly go in and do things. We have done some of that in the past to try and find out what works, but we're getting better at doing that and have learned from things we've already attempted. So we go into the courses now and we look at past results. This includes reviewing student comments about the courses over the last few mods, the things they did or didn't like, an invitation for instructors, associate deans, and others who are associated with the course to comment on what they like or don't like about the course, and a review of the completion rates, not only for the course in general, but also for individual assignments in the course, the discussions, the assignments, and the assessments. Looking at all of that, then we can target the things that are really good that we want to keep and those things that need to be adjusted. We have a standardized format for how we show the visual content and formatting. An example of how a week splash page looks is included here in this, so you can get a basic idea of it. This also allows us to present a consistent tone, and we do that not only visually, but in how we involve the content with the students themselves. And there's a specific tone that we talk about that I'm going to address in a few minutes with you about how we would like you to handle things as well. And then we look at the bucket list that comes from the Master Syllabus Project and try to determine which of those assignments are best suited for what we're trying to get out of the bucket list for online and for what we're trying to do with student engagement. And then we try to find innovative ways to develop those. And then everything we do, and this is really kind of the crux, and where it really starts to tie in with where you have to come in, is everything ties into either the student's current life or it ties into their future career, or both. And this is absolutely critical. And there's just no way getting around this. I really wish that I could take the time to explain all the reasons this needs to be and the difficulties that happen when it doesn't. It is the traditional model in the past for us to be very focused on the content, the passion that we have for the content. But for our students to be successful in the field, we have to make sure that we are connecting the content both to the other courses they're taking, but primarily to what it is that they're going to be doing in the future and what's involved in their lives today. This is the prime way we motivate them and make sure that their graduation also leads to successful employment. Okay, so how does this all matter to you? What we want you to do primarily as an instructor is we want you to focus on the tone being casual, professional, not academic. We want the students to be preparing for the fields they're going into. The academic language that's reassuring to us is not reassuring to them. So a very casual sort of professional tone, we try to model that in the curriculum that we have, and would ask you to try and engage with the students in the same way. Keep focused on the student's perspective. That means that they should always be clear in everything that you write about, and when you talk about the subjects, that they are clear from what you say of how this is relevant to them in their own lives and their future careers. Whether it's you telling personal stories or explaining the text or whatever it is they're doing, always make it clear for them how this is applicable and useful, valuable to their current lives or their future careers. And with that, always be connecting the dots. That's the other big thing we want, is for you to connect the dots to their current content in itself. How does week 1 connect to week 2, to week 3, and so on. Also, we want you to connect past courses to current courses to future courses, and all of this to their future careers and their current lives. That's a really big part of what you're doing as a teacher slash mentor, I would suppose, coaching these students and how to be successful. And then finally, we really need your personal experiences. We are not canning the courses 100% because we desperately need your ability to connect the students to their learning community in the course, with other students, with the school, with you personally, and make it feel to them like this is something that they're doing together. It's a connected social activity to be learning in this particular environment under the model we're following. It's crucial that you be following that. If you have any questions or concerns about the course content, we'd ask you to try and implement the best you can. Get a hold of us, your Associate Dean, or myself, David Kausert, or Cynthia Krupa, or Demetria Brown, and let us know what your questions and concerns are, and we'll try to get them answered as quickly as possible. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we wish you the best.